It's not every day that you hear of a fragrance being referred to as revolutionary, but in this case it is, and I have a vintage version of it as well as the newest version of it, because the house of Estee Lauder has revamped a part of their line. So I'm going to read that to you. Of their classic perfumes, which I was so excited. I mentioned it in a prior video that I wanted to get a bottle so I could compare the newest version with a vintage bottle of the older version. And what they're doing is they're redoing the original Estee, Azure, Alliage, which is what we're going to talk about, Cinnabar, Spellbound, Tuscany, Perdona, Beyond Paradise, and Intuition. And they all have new bottles. So let me show you the new bottle and the box it comes in. This is the new box. Alliage, as you can see, it has one L. The original Alliage, I guess there were two versions. There was this, which is called the Sport Spray. As you can see where it says Sport Eau de Parfum. And the original had one just called Alliage and then the Alliage Sports Spray. And this is the new bottle. Has one L. The original one, as I'm trying to say, had two L's. And the Sport one had one L. I really like the new bottles. There are people that dislike them. I don't know why. The classic bottle looks like this. So let's talk about why they call this a revolutionary. This one came out in 1972. Truly revolutionary concept, fragrance from the House of Lauder. It evokes the glamour of the 1970s, which was all about freedom and opening up, and the earth, mostly the earth. Remember Earth Day from 1970? That was the first year that Earth Day started. I think it was in April. And everything, there were earth shoes in the 70s. There was a lot of earth-based awareness. And Alliage came out in 1972. It's fresh, cold, green, and woody. So let's talk about the notes, which the top notes are jasmine and lemon. The middle note has nutmeg and rose. Already we're in a whole different world, right? And the base has oak moss, vetiver, and cedar. Originally, oak moss was used, so oak moss is no longer available, and it's a restricted ingredient now, so they have to come up with versions of it that won't upset or cause any type of reaction in people. So like a dermatological reaction or anaphylactic reaction. So there are substitutes now, but this particular bottle has the original oak moss in it, and it is bitter. So because it's earthy, green, and cold, at the time there was nothing like it. Nothing quite like it. Estee Lauder was inspired by some type of leaf that fell on her head or something, and she wanted to create a sporty fragrance for a woman that liked to be outside and you know, playing tennis and stuff like that. So it's compelling, it's confident, it's uncompromising, it's not romantic in any way. It's very different. And if you're going to make a fragrance, you want it to be different. You want it to be revolutionary and iconic. And Alliage is all those things. It's not the kind of fragrance that is going to be considered sexy. It's going to be considered a fragrance that is associated with the person wearing it. So it's going to be a signature fragrance. And on this wrist, I sprayed this. Let me respray it. It's a very nice spray. And I'm going to put the original on this wrist. Same really nice spray. They smell so much alike. That's why I'm so excited about this. The newest version is just a touch lighter, so you guys might even like it better than the original. The original definitely has the oak moss in it, and it has more of a sharp quality to it, but you shouldn't, in my opinion, most of you will not be disappointed. I was not disappointed when I got this. I've been wearing it ever since. I absolutely love it. So I can highly recommend the new version of Alliage, and I'm excited to get the other fragrances in from the House of Lauder, that they're the classics that they're redoing. What else can I say about this? It's provocative. There are 110 perfumes in the library of the House of Lauder, and the first one came out in 1953, and it was called Youth Dew, so you probably remember your great-grandparents wearing, or grandmother wearing that one. And this, like I said, this one came out in 1972. Totally original. The concept, very original, as a sporting fragrance, an outdoor fragrance. The earthiness of it, the uncompromising character, it makes it unique among fragrances. And like I said, if you're going to create a fragrance, that's what you want. You want something that is just going to stand out in the crowd, and this does. It is so good. It is just so good. And it is glamorous in its own way. I'm so happy. I'm so excited because I really want, I had heard they redid Estee by Estee Lauder in the 2000s, and it's nothing like the original, so I'm hoping that the newest version of Estee is like the original. I'm really hoping, because I want to enjoy that too. I usually like Estee Lauder fragrances a lot, so I'm hoping that I'll really get excited over that one too. But you guys won't be disappointed if you do like green fragrances. So it's a woody green aromatic. It's so compelling and confident and full of life, and I think they did a great job. So I'm really excited to try. Let's see what other ones they have here that I know I've had before. Cinnabar, stunning. Azure is very interesting, and like I said, Estee, all of them are lovely. I mean, Alliage was the first sports fragrance, spirited, vibrant, and energetic. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's inspiring. It's just uplifting. Most green fragrances are. I recommend that you go and try this out at the Estee Lauder counter. And tell me what you think, because I'm just so pleased that it's so similar to the original. The original is a little bit more sharp in the opening and has a little more strength. It's also a little more smooth in the base. But other than that, it's really good reproduction. And I've been enjoying wearing this so much. And I have been thinking about doing this video for a while, and I had to wait till I got the bottle. And then I had to wear it for a while to see what I was going to think of it. And I love it. I just love it. If you want to experience something truly original, you need to try this out. You may not like it. You may not, but you will know that it's different and that it is unisex. Men can definitely wear this. This is good. This is what I like. Nothing like the bland, horrific, boring stuff that's out now. Boring, boring, boring. This is not boring. This is like evokes feeling and intense interest in living. And that's why you guys should try out Alliage from the new House of Lauder classic fragrances. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.